Good afternoon, students. Today, again, I am going to discuss the last part of your civics portion for class 10 students, Prime Minister and Council of Ministers. In this particular lesson, we will learn the features of the cabinet system. You know, cabinet is in the apex body which consists of ministers of cabinet rank and which is headed by the Prime Minister. The main features of the cabinet system are President just as a nominal head. The President is the constitutional head of the state with the executive powers in the hands of the cabinet. Cabinet in the name of President formulates policies of the government, directs their implementation and is accountable for them. Now, what kind of coordination is between ministers and parliament? The ministers act as both legislators and administrators. As legislators, they attend the meetings of parliament and they take active part in its debates and discussion. But as administrators, they hold different executive portfolios and carry on administration of the union government. The ministers are members of parliament and enjoy the support of their party also, which holds the majority in the Lok Sabhas. Bills moved by the ministers are normally bound to have the support of the MPs of the ruling party and are passed in parliament without difficulty. Next is the leadership of the Prime Minister. Prime Minister heads the cabinet. He determines its composition because on his advice the President appoints the cabinet. He acts as the link between the cabinet and the President. He decides the agenda of the cabinet meetings and presides over them. Next is the control of Parliament over the executive. Parliament ensures cabinet's responsibility to the people in general and to the Parliament as whole. The methods adopted by the Parliament are a vote of no confidence in the Council of Ministers, rejection of a government bill, passing a bill opposed by the government, voting a cut in the budget, passing an amendment to the bill against the wishes of the government, reducing the salaries of the ministers, asking questions, adjournment motions, rejecting some government measures. These are all the features of the cabinet. This thing that we are going to do in this lesson is distinction between Council of Ministers and the cabinet. Since your difference between is quite important in this chapter between Council of Ministers and cabinet, that's why I have taken this particular topics. Council of Minister and cabinet. The Council of Minister consists of categories of ministers which are cabinet minister, ministers of state and deputy minister, whereas the cabinet is a smaller group consisting of senior minister holding important portfolios such as defense, finance, home, etc. Prime Minister may or may not consult the other minister, that is Council of Minister below the rank of cabinet ministers. In the cabinet, they are most trusted colleagues of the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister always consults them. The decisions of the cabinet are binding on all the ministers. In the day-to-day working of the government, the Council of Ministers as a whole rarely meets. They do not meet frequently, but in the cabinet, it's a small group of ministers who determine the policy and program of the government, so they meet as frequently as much as possible. According to the Indian Constitution, President has to act on the advice of Council of Ministers. In reality, it is not the Council of Ministers but the Cabinet which advises the President. In Cabinet, in day-to-day governance of the country, the Cabinet advises the President through the Prime Minister. Next is your set of question answers. Number 1, answer the following question, which you can say short answer type questions. Number 1, mention the categories of minister in the Council of Ministers. Number 2, explain the term collective responsibility. Number 3, under what provision can a non-member of parliament be made a minister? Number 4, how is the Prime Minister a link between the cabinet and the parliament? Number 5, state the cabinet's role in the formulation of policies of the government. Number 2 is your structured questions. Number 1, with reference to the powers and functions of the cabinet, briefly state the following. A, 3 administrative functions. B, 3 legislative functions. C, 3 financial functions. Number 2 question, with reference to Prime Minister as the head of the government, answer the following questions. A, the manner of his appointment, his important powers, B. C. His position under the parliamentary system of government. Students can get more questions from this lesson from their textbook and from the question bank. With this, we end of the lesson. Thank you.